Shake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Joseph up for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Flying down the middle with Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Jackson throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson to throw it. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Results.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He's going for it himself. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Well, they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. All All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could like to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? He sent it through. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Big strike here to Williams. He's still going at the 30. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
He takes it himself. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 4-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now a run with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Second down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. With an 8 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Now Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that we said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Now the Lions calling a timeout. Their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, Detroit.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
That's another Detroit Lions.
And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
And there's a flag down on the failed 2-point conversion. Let's see what this one's all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So even with the penalty, they're still electing for the point after and a tie game. And that's off the mark, no good. And there's a flag down, though, Brock, and the way that everybody's reacting, I think somebody jumped early. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Even with the penalty, they're going to leave the kicking team out for the try from the 5. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Here's Lamar. Look at that power deep left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's back to throw. He's loaded another one up. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Khalif Raymond to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Goff working from the pistol. Throw left is intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens take possession of the football. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to is the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Lamar back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Has it at the 7. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Lions 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by the only safety picked in the 1st round this year, and that's Malachi Starks. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Goff. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
It's on target to Williams. And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see the move.
Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Flush out now to his left. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. First and 10 from the 43. Going with King Henry here. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 32. Another run for Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Henry on 2nd. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens going for the win here. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
They run it with King Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw it. Rolling out to his left. He can run it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 4.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get...
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
That's the score. Ravens 28, Lions 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. What's up?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Lions.
Gibbs now from the gun. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for his back, Jahmyr Gibbs there. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Third down, and 6 yards to go.
Now to throw. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
That's good. 4 on Lions.
Back to throw. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here he is to throw. Coming in the goal line. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Catches it at the 1. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Trying to push deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Throwing again is Lamar. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Lions get the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Baltimore.
Huh.